Hello and welcome back to SpeedyNet, where we are looking at the latest addition to the network, the Daboro Lime Kiln Station, which is part of a bigger plan of, well, including this whole island, well, these two islands technically, into the network, and well, I have a plan for that. However, Daboro itself is kind of not cooperating, as I think the local authorities they're appalling. That's no good. Hopefully that will increase soon, but yeah, that is slightly an issue. So, as for how we're going to do the expansion of, well, this section of the island, the plan is to have this go out over here to a station over here that will serve these three farms and this quarry. Then I want the tracks to go around the city and over here to a station that serves the dairy, diary, I think. Yeah, well, people are calling me out on my pronunciation, but it isn't going to change much. Anyway, so this diary, you know, that's the next station, which will also serve this fruit plantation directly and this one indirectly, I guess. We'll have another station over here serving the town and the sugar refinery. And then over here, I'm thinking of a station over here at the stockyard. And then possibly like a station over here that serves for like both towns and this farm, and then somehow hooks up. I'm not really, you know, sure about this whole section here. I'm sure it is gonna work, but well, you know, I kind of still have to figure out the details for myself. However, you might wonder, like, okay, so a station over here, and then tracks around in the station over here. What about this textile mill? Huh? Well, ladies and gentlemen, look up here. Ta-da! Another textile mill, which is the one that we are going to use to move our textile goods to. So, which is, you know, also is like the perfect excuse to hook up these towns and this massive passenger generating hotel, you know, to the whole network. So, with that plan now laid out in front of us, what we do need to do is build these stations in advance, because I've learned my lesson with Daboro, you know, it's a lesson I had learned long ago already, but I might have forgotten it slightly. However, yeah, we need to build our stations first, and if we then derp up with the town authorities, it isn't as bad as it is right now, because this farm, for example, and even though it's producing like jack squat nothing, and this one, you know, both of these, ooh, we could bring chemicals over here, which would not really help us produce anything, but ah well, regardless, that's the lesson I learned, so that's the lesson we're going to apply. So, yeah, I guess it's time for some more building and some more expanding the network over here. So, yeah, let's get some station placement and network building on the go, right? Right, well, that's the first whole set of towns hooked up and connected to the main network. All in all, it looks quite small scale, quite cozy. I don't think we're making that much money on this whole operation, but minor detail. I do quite like it though that we have this kind of triangle thing going on this super ultra tight junction. I mean, that is what it is after all. Wait, what are you doing? Right, now that is not what I want. Okay, we need to prevent this from happening. That is not good. The train actually thinks that is the faster route, which, well, you know, maybe it is in terms of pathfinding, but there is also a hill over there, so clearly it also isn't the best path. Now instead, what I think we should do is tunnel this. Which means a tunnel over there. Oh, right, that means you need to be gone. We can replace that though, so yeah, I'll quickly fix this up and improve it over the previous version. Right, this is much better right now. The terrain looks like utter garbage over here, as you can clearly see that, well, SpeedyNet is in town. But yeah, I do quite like the final results here. Now, there is this one farm still to hook up, but we don't even have any facilities where we can transport those goods to. So hooking that farm up is something that we'll do at a later point. For now though, ooh, look at that, you know, we might even see some farm supplies being produced here. Well, only 18 crates. That's not a lot, let me tell you. No, that is not a lot at all. Still though, it's something. Now, the one problem that we have over here is that so far we're only moving coal towards, or stone towards the lime kiln, and it doesn't look like that's going to change. If only we could get some our hands on some coal, that would greatly pump up the production of the quarry. But it will be only stone for this one. Now, what we need to do next is we have a few options. Or we go over here and hook up the textile mill with the corresponding towns, or we go into this direction. It doesn't matter much. You know what? We will go towards this direction, which is interesting because that means that from somewhere over here we need to get ourselves a junction in place. Don't ask me where or how, but somehow we need to get that. Actually, I might see a possibility over here. Might, not saying there is much of a possibility, but there might be. So, yeah, look, the track needs to go over here, so, you know what, I think that this is possible, so let me just work it out, and we will go and hook this up, and yeah, I guess we got some building to do then, don't we? we had a crash. Now, this isn't the first time we had a crash, but most of them happened off camera whilst I was balancing and all that. So, well, I have to go over here. What I did basically was I just I just replaced the crashed vehicle with a clone vehicle command there, and then I just let it go. This is, however, not really a permanent solution, as well, you know, this is like, I don't know, the 5th or 10th time this has happened. So you know what we're gonna do? Because we're at it over here right now, I might as well fix it right away. You know, I mean, letting a dangerous situation exist purely because of laziness isn't really that good now, is it? So, here's the fix incoming. Alright, sorted. It was a bit difficult to remove the road over here, but right now, yeah, look at that. See, this seems like it's working. Right, okay. Now we don't need a new depot here, otherwise we're gonna have troubles if we need to replace stuff, but there, sorted. Right, back to wherever we were building, which was actually rather close by, so... Right, back to building real railroad tracks. Well, we currently do have the textile mill hooked up, and there is at least going one train towards it. However, I am quite in doubt about what to do with these two wool farms. I mean, they're not close by, so we would need to do quite a bit of investing over here just to get them hooked up, and the return on it is just so minimal. I mean, look at this one, you know, 16 bales of wool. The only way we can crank that up is with some farm supplies, and as it happens, those are quite scarce. I mean, 24 a month is not much. That is enough to double the production of one farm, and if I were to double the production, this farm would be a much better candidate than, say, like one of these two, really. So Yeah, it's not looking hot for these two outer farms here. Maybe... what I was thinking is that perhaps by boat it would stand a chance. Well, actually, that might not be such a bad idea. How is Muburu? Alright, appalling. So there's no way that we will be building a dock anytime soon here. Because what I was thinking was just having a boat go all the way over here and just hook up to the textile mill like that. And the same could be done with this one, though it would require a canal. It could be done quite easily, but I don't know. Going around the island, nah. Besides, well, I mean, we have the infrastructure here at the ready, so why bother with canals, you know? Well, we do need to bother with canals, and in fact... no, we can't do that right now, because Daburo is not liking us that much, because... I still have these two dredging sites. Actually, I'm thinking that this will also become hooked up, just because it's producing so well. But yeah, we need to hook those up, and we're not even close to getting that sorted. So yeah, there is some work still left to be done. However, what we can do and what we will do is expand further down over here, as there is also a stockyard over here, as well as some very nice towns. Runpool Bridge, I'm looking at you, for us to hook up. So, let's see. Now, obviously, we're going to extend the tracks from over here. I mean, that's obvious. I think it should just continue to go over here. And then... well, you know, let's first get over here, get the station over here sorted, and then we'll worry about how exactly we're going to do this. Because as I said, I don't really have a clear plan for it. Actually, what we could do... I don't know really, how is the terrain... oh, the lay of the terrain is not really that suitable. But what I'm thinking is that if you go over here, the station would need to be at least over here. Well, what I'm thinking is if we build the station over here and then build like the road depot somewhere over here with the other one over here-ish, I mean that would make it, you know, pretty close by yet still accessible. Now if we're going to do that, we will need to hook up this town first to some regular you know, stations, those road stations, because if we don't, we're gonna completely lose access to them. Yeah, let's get that sorted. And just to be sure and to be safe, we're also going to need to build the road thingies over here. So that once we build the station, and we're gonna have to do terraforming for that, when the town's not liking us anymore, we can at least just do our thing. So yeah, here it goes. Alrighty, well, the hooking up goes quite fast, but we now have the sugar refinery available to us to use, and as it happens, I believe, is it you? No, you make livestock and lots of it. Yeah, you, it is. We can now start... Ooh, does this accept grain? No, it does not. Can we make it accept grain? No, we cannot. We totally busted our chances on that one. We can, however, make the grain go over here and still have it be accepted, I think. We stretch that station by doing a cheap move. It's real cheap, you know. We would then have it accept, you know, both the stockyard and the grain directly. But again, it will be a really cheap move. We'll have to see though if we are going to do it like that, or if we're going to use other measures. But as I was saying, we now have the sugar, being able to be processed, and I believe that, yeah, we only have one farm making a lot of stuff for the sugar refinery, so I guess what we're gonna have to do is just hook it up and pray for the best. Yeah, well, alright, you know, it's rather simple though. All we need to do is just get some road vehicles and get ourselves a train, which we will do right now. Yeah, big derp there. I have been the depot the wrong way around. Can happen to the best of us, I guess. Anyway, moving on. Alrighty, well, it's looking good right now. This whole network is starting to kick into life. However, there is one small issue that I have with this station over here, and that is that it is particularly small. And the other issue that we have over here is that Henningville is not really liking us all that much. No, they will be appalling for quite a while, and therefore we won't be able to expand this station that easily, because they're going to refuse pretty much everything that we do. Now we could bribe, police them with trees, but no. I mean, that isn't really like the thing that we can do forever, because once all the land is filled up with stuff, then there's not much we can do. And we do need to, I don't know, maybe we don't need to hook this up, but still. No, I think the next move for us would be to hook up all these towns. And to do that, we need a plan that I will have at the ready next time when we play more OpenTTD.